Hi, I'm Owen.
Hi, I'm Veronica.
Welcome to Bike Shop Basics. Bike Shop Basics is a video series aiming to make you feel more confident when stepping into your local bike shop. Today we're talking about what to do before you buy a bike. In this video, we're covering the first steps in acquiring a new bike, needs versus wants, value principles, and sizing considerations. In our next video, we'll be discussing budget and buying used, so please stay tuned for that. We'll be talking about these things, but that doesn't mean there's the only way to look at them. Other people may have different priorities when shopping for a bike, and we're just hoping that we can demystify the process so you can go through it more confidently. Feel free to share your own tips and tricks in the comments.
When you decide you're ready to buy a new bike, it's always an extremely exciting process, but with all the different and sometimes contradictory information out there, it can be extremely intimidating. We want to make the process a little less overwhelming so you can focus on the exciting part. But before you step into a bike shop or try to compare models, brands, specification sheets, and geocharts, ask yourself, firstly, what do I need this for? And even more importantly, what do I want to be able to do? Be aspirational. Bikes are fun and the perfect tool for adventure, so think about how you would like to use it, not just simply the utilitarian functionality they possess. Of course, bikes are great tools for getting stuff done every day, but so often in the purchasing process, people forget that buying a bike can be a way to live out your dreams. Do you want to go on multi-day rides and bike tours? Do you want to camp, explore trails, build skills, and go further faster than before? You should try and find a bike that not only helps you accomplish what you need to do, but also what you want to do.
Need to haves and want to haves. Sometimes folks come in with a hard line in the sand, such as, I do not want drop bars, based on a preconception. Perhaps they rode a road bike with drop bars once that didn't fit and they ended up feeling hunched over or unstable, or it's just unfamiliar, leading to their need to haves being flat bar bikes only, but their want to haves being varied hand positions. Maybe being flexible with the need to haves will allow those drop bars to give you a bit of a leg up in speed or comfort that you might not have been able to get otherwise. What is your value principle? Most of our customers at Urbane Cyclists are primarily utility focused, which is reflected both in what we stock across most of our bike lineup and the accessories and parts we often recommend. This means we're focusing on durability and functionality, along with good ergonomics when selling bikes. If you're just getting started with your biking journey, you won't need a top-of-the-line bike to do some casual weekend riding, but you probably also won't have a great time if your bike isn't able to stand up to even the most basic riding. If your bike is constantly out of adjustment or parts are failing quickly or regularly, you probably won't be inclined to keep on riding. What I'm getting at is with bikes, the most inexpensive option is rarely the best. This is especially true if it doesn't meet the most basic needs, which it rarely does. This is one reason why I always recommend starting at the bike shop. Even if you're not sure where you'll be going from there, this will help you set realistic budget and to learn about some of the features you may want to consider for your next bike. And as a bonus, most shops offer test rides, which will help give you more context when shopping around and figuring out your wants and needs.
Choosing the right size. While many manufacturers have their own size charts online, the way that bikes are designed means it's rare a bike will fit any two people the same way. People want to have an expert tell you the perfect universal size you'll be across all bikes with absolute confidence, as if it's just a formula for all bike sizes, but it's not that simple. Bikes are like clothing in that they come in various shapes and sizes, and so do people. So, of course, bikes will fit people of different proportions in different ways. Bikes are usually good for a certain range of average sizes, and this is why bikes fit a range of heights. But not every bike model fits every height within their size range well. Modification may be required to dial in a bike's fit to optimize comfort or proportions. When you buy clothing online, a size chart with garment measurements can help you get into the right neighborhood for fit, just like how a bike spec chart will help you get an idea of how it might fit you and what might be the best size. But in both cases, nothing is as quick and simple as trying it on in person. Going to a shop and getting the opportunity to try things on is the best way of knowing whether the fit is going to be right for you or not. For example, a bike with the right standover clearance might give you an overlong reach, making you uncomfortable. There's always room for preference when assessing the way your bike fits too. Even if a bike fits you perfectly, there might be other ways that another bike might be more comfortable or suit your preferences better. When test riding, make sure you adjust the seat correctly or as close to that as you feel comfortable. As a guideline, the saddle should be roughly near where your upper hip bone is when standing. This will feel a bit tall when you're not moving, and you'll be on your tiptoes if you try to touch the ground. But when the seat is too low, it can aggravate your knees along with not accurately reflecting how your back will be positioned when correctly adjusted. When the seat is too low, the bars will also feel much taller proportionally, and that will not accurately convey the fit. Consider your posture on the bike and make sure that you can ride with your wrists aligned and your elbows and shoulders relaxed.
Bottom line, consider how you need the bike to function along with what you would like it to do. Think about the features that are important to you and make sure you communicate that to the salesperson at your local bike shop. Test drive and make sure you're comfortable with how the bike fits and handles, and make sure it can accommodate any accessories you might want to add in the future. Those are the basic things you should be thinking about before you get started with your bike buying journey. Let us know what you think in the comments below. In part 2, we're going to be discussing budgeting along with buying used bikes. Thanks for watching.
See you next time.